We'll go check on the drywall in here. Should be dry by now. It absolutely is. Looks good. We'll sand it and hopefully it won't need too much more. The trick really isn't putting the compound on, it's how you take it off. Sand the edge. Get all of your edge sanded so it's smooth from the wall to where your patch starts. Then take off the high spots and then smooth it all as even as you can. Knowing that there's tape in this corner, you want to smooth that in as little passes with as little pressure as possible. You don't want to reveal that tape. You do want to clean up the corner a little bit, but you also notice I didn't leave the corner with ridges like this because they're hard to sand out in the corner. So I always put my trowel in there, lay it down, and pull away from the corner, trying to make this corner as smooth as possible during the mudding process. And I only leave ridges where I can get to them. There's a ridge here, but there's none over here. I would rather come this way because I can sand this out the openings here. Here's a little fun fact for you. Drywall was invented in 1916 by the United States Gypsum Corporation. Alright, let's pop this top off of here. This just fits in by friction. They had a little silicone or something under it, I thought earlier, but that's nasty. Oh my god, look. That's all lead. Somebody actually heated up lead, turned it into its liquid form, and poured it into the tub drain. This is a lead and oakum shower drain. Normally this is done with toilet flanges, cast iron toilet flanges. I'll show you a quick clip of what that looks like. This is incredible. This is more work to avoid doing it the right way than it would be just to have done it the right way. It's an 1.5 inch copper pipe coming up into here. Yeah, 1.5 inch. And they packed lead and oakum around it. So the oakum is the hairy looking substance that I showed you from underneath in the previous segment, the previous video. And then the lead pours in there and the oakum holds it in until it hardens back up. That is absolutely ridiculous. Speaking of something absolutely ridiculous, I'm going to pause my video to show you one that I found online. Oh my god, I'm still shaking my head. I don't know how we're going to prevent this from turning.
It's the photo that sums up the American working man. This guy is so determined to fix a burst pipe, he dives into the muddy water head first. The homeowner was overwhelmed at the worker's dedication.
When I walked back outside, the kid was in there.
She had one question for the dedicated worker.
Do you mind if I take your picture? Because my husband is never going to believe this.
The photo has gone viral internationally, with talk about the guy going above and beyond the call of duty. So who is the submerged worker who overnight has become a global symbol of the American can-do spirit?
My job is a very dirty job.
Meet Jimmy Cox. He works for a local water utility outside Fort Worth, Texas.
You basically just hold your breath, and if stuff starts going up your nose, that's too bad.
We put Jimmy in contact with another guy who knows all about dirty jobs.
Tell me you've had a shower or two.
It's Mr. Dirty Jobs himself, Mike Rowe, most recently host of CNN's Somebody's Gotta Do It. He's raising a toast to Jimmy.
And tell me that was a water line, because if that was a sewage line, I'm going to have to buy you a whole case of beer.
Yes, sir. This time it was a water line. It was a water line. I've had to do that in sewer, so have a couple other guys I've worked with. It's never a fun experience, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
And get this, in the photo you'll notice Jimmy is wearing a pair of Wranglers. The jeans company is so impressed, they're sending him a year's supply. A little bonus for a man who defines dedication on the job.
That's the kind of picture that makes people want to say, hey, Jimmy Cox, you're all right.
Thank you, sir. It feels pretty crazy that that many people are staring at a picture of my butt, not gonna lie.
Well, there you go. After watching that, I think you and I will both agree that this isn't that bad of a job.
It's the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. They poured lead in here. This is all lead in here. That's what they did. They lead and oakumed it. They put oakum in there, poured hot lead in it. Unbelievable. That should prevent it from turning up here while I twist it downstairs. I'll need Kitana to hold this. But that should do it.
Let go of it for a minute. Now hold it. Oh, so it's not working, is it? Yeah. Great. Sewer sludge all over it.
Yeah. Lead and oakum in a shower drain. Never in my life. What have I ever expected that? There's all lead down in here. I don't have a torch with me, otherwise I would try to heat it. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Heavy lead right there. All lead. Listen. Solid lead. Now maybe we can take this apart. Now that the lead's out of it. Gotta get the lead out. That's what my father used to say when I was being slow. Bob, get the lead out.
Can we go down? Can I see the tub from down there?
Yeah. It's getting looser. Hold on 1 second, all right? I can't hand the hammer down through that hole. Yeah, she's moving. She's out. Whew. What a crazy, crazy, crazy stuff we find. Crazy, crazy stuff. Unbelievable. There's little grooves on the inside right there that you could put screwdriver against if you have to, but not right now. You ready? Just hold it down for right now. Put that on there. Now you can put a screwdriver against them grooves. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. It probably needs to go a little tighter. All right. You got it on there? Yeah, I don't even know if I can. These ain't big enough, I don't think. Yeah, it's a little tighter. Yeah, for now. That's a 2-inch outlet from the shower drain. So I need to convert it to 1.5 inches, so I'm going to use 2-inch to 1.5 inch converter. I just need to know where to cut this because I don't have a whole lot of play where I have to put the pipes. So what I've done is I put these together and I estimated where I want to cut them so that it's long enough to go into this coupler that the reducing coupler, and long enough to take another pipe up to it so that they'll be glued almost right together. This way I could at least put it together, try to get everything lined up and take the smallest amount of space necessary. I can always use the rest of this pipe if I need to lengthen that, but I need to try to get it in there to begin with. So put it together, just make a little line there and a line there, and that's where I'll cut them. Because this goes back up here, this becomes a trap for water. So I don't have room to actually put another trap in. I was going to trap it and then it was going to go into here, but seeing this is a trap, just by the nature of how it's plumbed, I am going to cut a piece of PVC to come meet this. I'm going to couple them together with 1.5 to 1.5 inch fern co. All right, so that's how it's gonna go. It's not glued together yet, but it's gonna come out of here, come right into a fern co right here, and back to copper. And I think that's the best route for this tub. And then it's done properly. Won't have any leaks, and it won't be 1.5 inch pipe with lead and oakum to a fiberglass shower base. I don't have a 1.5 to 1.5 inch fern co with me, so I do have to get one. Alright, so I'm going to take this down here. Cut these wires off and wire them to the next one. It's made to be screwed in. We're going to cut that off of there. But we'll cut it up high enough so we can save that. We might need it someday for something else. Snap the light on. Alright, let me see which one I like the best. It's old. Probably right there.
Turn it off.
Yeah. That's better. I think that's a nicer light than what was there.
Yeah.